Hey guys, I got a pretty good deal, man. Check this out. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be some dumb shit, so watch this.
This is the heaviest washer I've ever had. And I sold my trailers, so I had to make a ramp. The only wood I had on hand was just as wide as my dolly, so I'm lucky I didn't break it. Time to jump with joy.
You know how I already had a washer and dryer? Got another one. But this motherfucker, you buy it from the store, it's $3,000 fucking dollars if you buy it brand new. But this one here, as you can tell, it's from one of them dent and ding appliance stores. But this thing, it come with the warranty, right? And when I bought it, those were also off with the bolts. I mean, those right there being off are why this is squished. See how it's squished where the strap was around it? The front door is all scratched up. But now it's doing this whole blinky thing. Hinky blinky. Blink, 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 blink. And he told me that the warranty will cover it if I plug it in and the damn thing don't work and I got it all set up correctly and everything. I have to go through that warranty, but if it don't work when we plug it in, we're supposed to be able to use the warranty. Well, it's just like the one I got. $229. Now, I haven't seen a whole lot online about these kinds of washer dryers. This is the GEProfile. As you can see, it just keeps flashing. The screen never changes. Every once in a while, that'll go solid, and then it'll just start blinking again. This never changes. It's brand new, never been used. We got this at one let's see, liquidation places. Yeah, this thing really about $3,000. We paid about $1,000 for it, and it didn't work when we got it. So I called the warranty service, and it's a GE professional technician that's going to come and fix it. But what this is supposed to be is the motherboard is supposedly messed up. That's what he told me. So I'll let you see it after he fixes it.
This is the issue. The warranty guy changed it out.
All right, guys. Now we get to take this big ass thing and take those out. Put this where those are and get to try it out. They changed the circuit board in there. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was a professional that did it, so I don't really have a teardown. All I have is the video showing what the error was before, just blinking. And with this thing here, you don't even have a 220. You have a drain hose, and as it's hot and cold water, it don't have a vent, which is the main reason we bought this. You can put it in, and this vent right here that goes up, hooks to the dryer, comes over, goes up, and it goes about, I'd say at least 50 foot that way. 50 to 100 foot to the end of the house, which after a while, if you don't clean that out or get something to run through there, it gets a bunch of lint built up. Then the dryer stops working so good. So now that's where we're at, is it's not drying it all the way. You got to put this on the dry level all the way up. And, you know, I just need to go in and clean that vent, really. But we bought this, but I'm going to get those pulled out and put this in there. And I'm going to show you how you have to hook onto this thing from denting it in. I'll pull it out a little bit and let you see the damage that is on it. See, right here you can see how it's dented in. That's because how they strapped it. If you strap it down on this part, you know, no matter how you grab it, it exits in because they're so heavy. It weighs way too much. You have to get your strap up here on this part. And if you put it on either side or the back, this part right here is beveled. So if you run the strap around like this, anyway, it's gonna slide off. So the only way I found to do it is to put the dolly on the front of it and run the strap around like that. So that's why I got the big blanket and stuff to protect it. Put it in between the dolly and the washer dryer. Let me go ahead and get this all done.
Sorry, recorded this in time lapse. After I connected to the Wi-Fi, I washed some loads. First two loads were bedding, and then it messages me on my phone. Seems like it takes 3 hours to wash and dry.
All right, here we go. So far, all loads are taking 3 hours. I've done towels. I've done blankets. I've done all that stuff. I've done regular loads of laundry. As you can see, this is a small load. All right, I just checked and it said that the load was done. So, but that was an hour ago. It all feels damp. But I will say one thing about this. You know how you gotta like pull them out and shake them off a little bit and then they dry? That works. Also, the clothes, like the bedding and stuff that I just watched, this is like the 6th load, right? The bedding and stuff I just got done washing, I realized that those smell nicer than any of the clothes that we've had in a long time. So, any of the laundry we've done before, we've always used Tide, because it's about the same as the other stuff, honestly. Except I never put powder in my washers because the powder eats the aluminum inside of it. So I don't use powder in my washers anymore. I fixed a couple of them that they were front loads, that they had aluminum things that hold the drum. And that powder gets on it and it just eats it and corrodes it. And I've had to replace 2 of those spindle arms because of that powder. So I know how strong the powder is. But we do use these pods. My overall on it, I don't know about paying no $3,000, but you know, if you ain't got the room or you don't have a vent and you don't mind taking a second and just like lightly shaking your clothes, and they'll dry in the basket too. I mean, there's no hurry. And you know, if you have a smartphone, it'll sit there and tell you when your load's done. Let's see, there's the thing. Just take and do this. And then it tells you every once in a while that you gotta clean this other filter, which it did tell me that the other day. Let's see how bad this other filter is after like 6 loads. This one you just rinse off though. So it says clean this one every so often, it'll tell you. The repairman said to make sure that you hook it to the Wi-Fi or else it'll mess up. I guess it has something to do with updates and stuff. He's repaired a lot of them that people didn't. So, you know, they're pretty new and new design and stuff. So of course there's going to be flaws and stuff that come out of it. So I liked it because run it off of 110. It has a damn, it don't have a vent. and you hook your water and hot and cold water up to it. Shoot, this thing seems really nice. Now I do gotta say, a penny got stuck down in there. See that? Starts to look gross. But every once in a while you might want to clean that. They say that it don't get mildew and stuff. That's the whole purpose behind the blue rubber on the research that I've found about it. As you can see, I've heard people complaining about the lint and stuff getting back in here. So every once in a while they get this big thing that goes in there and kind of dryer vent thing and do that to get all the lint out of that. However, we got a vacuum cleaner that has a long, narrow little suction thing. I can put it in there. It'll reach about halfway, so it'll be all right. Yeah, you go to the supply stores, you get one for 1/3 of the price. I think it's worth it in that instance. But I just want to let you all know how this thing worked and what that error was, the problem. It seems like a pretty good unit. I think all my loads that I went through this, they say it can be done in like 2.5 hours. All of them, it takes 3 hours. It don't matter how big the load. I'm pretty sure it takes about 3 hours. But anyways, like, follow, and subscribe, and I'll do more reviews. This was just a little side quest that this valley of life has me on. I ended up getting something else that needed worked on. But we've saved a lot of money, so it's really good.
To be continued. Like, follow, subscribe. On our way to 10,000.